Hi there, this is another video going over some of the new features that we've added in version 6 of Centerbase. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the Customizable Related Tabs. One of the first things that we've added is the tabs now show up on the left-hand side by default and have a Outlook appearance to them, but you can now customize that to go on the left or the top depending on your preference. You can choose what tabs show up for the related tabs. It's not a system-wide setting anymore. Individual users can pick just the right tabs to fit what they need. And also system administrators can set up the default tabs, so that way when a new user comes on, they'll be able to start with the defaults for the company without having to customize every single one. Okay, so starting out here, for people who have used Centerbase before, this will be new. The tabs are now on the left-hand side. We went with an Outlook style appearance. This way they don't take up a lot of room, and they're just simple icons now. You can click between them and go to see the different things that are related, whether it's a company or notes. But if you, in some cases, people don't have a lot of screen real estate to be able to show it on the left. So we've added the option to where you can display them on top, and then they will be similar to the old style that they were with the names, and they'll appear on top. This is a system-wide setting for this particular user, so if I go to companies, they'll show up on top for companies. If I go to an opportunity, same thing. So this way you just pick one time what you want it to do, and it will go across all of your different related tabs. Now, the other thing that we've added here is we've added the ability to customize what shows up in these related tabs. It used to be you picked one time what would show up in the related tabs, and that would be for every single user for every single form that they would look at. Now we've given the ability here to go to this options area and select choose tabs, and now you can choose exactly what you want to see on this form. For instance, I'm looking at a contact, so I don't think I need to see the contacts that are linked to him or sales orders, because I typically put those with companies. But I would like to look at his phone numbers and the groups that he's a member of. Okay, and the activities that he's scheduled for. So there we go. And I can hit OK, and those will immediately show up. Now I can also go back in here and I can move them around. I just select the one I want, and I can move, if I want activities, all the way at the top, because that's the most important one to me. I can hit OK, and now activities is the first tab. Now, one thing about the settings on this is a lot of people were telling us that they didn't necessarily want to see the same related tabs on a contact form as they did on a company. And so these settings are for each individual type of form. So for instance, if I go from contact to contact, they're going to all have the same related tabs, because those are the ones that I think are most important to see for a contact. However, when I go to a company, I will see different related tabs, because with a company there are different things that are typically linked to companies. So now I can customize the company to show other things. For instance, I mentioned sales orders before, so I will put a sales order on this tab on this company, and now I can see his notes, attachments, sales orders, etc. Same thing for opportunities, and etc. So each of these tabs is different for each type of form I'm looking at, and each user can customize it to be just the way that they want. So if a salesperson needs to see certain different things, someone in your support department or management may need to see other things that are linked. So each individual user can choose these tabs for themselves. Now we've also added the ability for an administrator to set up default tabs, because we don't necessarily want every single user to have to, from scratch, set up these tabs for themselves. So all you need to do is if you want these tabs to be set up by default initially, just have your system administrator log into the system, and that is usually, by default, that is the user that's named admin, and that system administrator sets up his default tabs. All he has to do is log in, go to any form that he wants, set up his default tabs the way he wants them, and then any new user who hasn't already customized their tabs, they will get these tabs by default. So they can start out with the tabs that make most sense for your organization, and then as they start to use Centerbase, they can customize them to fit their individual needs. Okay, so that is the main things that have changed with these related tabs. You can, like I said, you can switch them back and forth from the left to the top. You can customize what tabs show up in this customization window, and this is for each individual form and for each individual user. And also system administrators can go in and set up the default tabs for people. Alright, well I hope you like this new feature, and we will be coming out with more videos talking about the new features in version 6 and other how-tos to help you along your way. Thank you very much.